Hello friends, welcome to Gentleman Cadet Academy GCA. Hope you all are doing good. So today the video is regarding the latest defense deals of India, and this is a very important topic from every aspect, from group discussion point of view, from lecturer point of view, and also questions related to this can be asked in the personal interview. So again the video is going to be in crisp form, and again without wasting any time, let us start. So, as we all know, India has historically been one of the largest arms importers globally, with its defense acquisition strategy shaped by regional security concerns and long standing geopolitical factors. And the primary suppliers to India include Russia, US, France, and Israel. And each of the following country has a significant share of India's defense procurement market. So, for example, from Russia, Russia has been India's largest defense supplier for over 5 decades, and the partnership began during the Cold War era. And many key systems in Indian military, they still heavily rely on Russian equipment, such as fighter jets like Sukhoi, then MiG, and tanks like T-90, T-72, and even submarines and missile systems like the latest S-400 missile defense system. Then from US, it is the one of the prominent supplier of defense equipment to India, especially after the US-India nuclear deal and the strengthening of defense ties. And India has purchased platforms such as Apache helicopters, C-130J Super Hercules transport aircraft, P-8I Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft from US. And also talking about France, France has emerged as another major defense supplier, particularly with the sale of its Dassault Rafale fighter jets and Scorpion submarine. And the bilateral defense relationship has grown rapidly in the recent years. Then talking about the equipments from Israel, Israel is a major supplier of high-tech defense systems, including advanced drones, missiles, radar system, and electronic warfare equipment. And India's collaboration with Israel is focused on mainly on cutting-edge technology, and two countries have strong defense ties. And India's defense import are primarily driven by its need to modernize its military, address security concern from its neighbor, and enhance its strategic capabilities. Now let us talk about the latest signings. So last year, PM Modi made a visit to US where several strategic defense and technology partnerships were solidified, which further deepened the bilateral ties between India and US. So the key agreements during the visit was the partnership between General Electric and Hindustan Aeronautic Limited for joint production of F414 engines. So this agreement focuses on the co-production of GE 414 engines, which will power India's Tejas Mark II fighter jets. And this collaboration provides advantages for HAL in terms of technological capabilities and opens opportunities for micro, small, and medium enterprises, that is MSMEs, within India to be integrated into the defense manufacturing supply chain. And this deal is also seen as a major step in boosting India's indigenous defense manufacturing under its Make in India initiative. Then second was the acquisition of 31 MQ-9B Sea Guardian drones. And India's decision to acquire this 31 MQ-9B Sea Guardian drones from General Atomics strengthen its defense surveillance and intelligence gathering capabilities, especially in the maritime domain. And beyond defense, this acquisition will also help to enhance India's domestic drone supply chain, potentially involving Indian companies in maintaining and supporting these drones. And the MQ-9Bs will likely be used by both the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. Then the third agreement was the US Navy's collaboration with the Indian shipyards. Discussions and agreements are close to finalization between the US Navy and the Indian public sector shipyards, especially the Mazagaon Dock Shipbuilders and Goa Shipyard Limited, that is GSL. And the Indian government is exploring the establishment of repair and maintenance facility for US Navy ships at these shipyards, marking a significant step in defense logistics cooperation. And these deals underscore the growing defense and strategic cooperation between India and the US, aligning with India's goal to build self-reliance in defense production. And Indian Army is set to receive its first batch of Apache helicopters from Boeing in December this year, after a delay of over 6 months from the original delivery schedule, which was between May and July this year. And these Apache helicopters are considered among the most advanced attack helicopters in the world. And these will be primarily deployed in India's desert regions, which will enhance Indian Army's desert warfare capabilities. And additionally, India continue to bolster its air defense with S-400 missile systems. 3 units of S-400 have already been delivered, and the remaining will arrive by next year. And together, the Apache helicopters and S-400 system will significantly strengthen India's military posture, offering improved strike capability and air defense, particularly in regions facing potential security threat from neighboring countries. And in the last few years, the Indian government has emphasized indigenous defense manufacturing as a part of its broader strategy to make the nation self reliant and reduce dependence on foreign military import. And this focus is embodied in government's Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is making India self reliant. And the very first step was taken by Government of India back in August 2020 when the Government of India decided to ban on imports of 101 defense items, which included artillery guns, assault rifles, sonar system, transport aircraft, and radar system. Now let us first understand what does this word indigenous mean. So indigenization basically refers to the process of developing and producing defense equipment domestically, which includes weapon, military hardware, ammunition, and system. And the goal is basically to achieve self-sufficiency in defense production and reduce reliance on foreign supplier. And this process involves creating a domestic ecosystem that includes design, research and development, testing and manufacturing capabilities, and thereby ensuring that critical defense requirements can be met in country. And India's defense sector has witnessed a remarkable growth in exports during the first quarter of financial year 2024 to 25, registering a 78% increase compared to the same period in the previous fiscal year. And the key factors contributing to this export growth are local production capabilities and also strategic policy reforms. And recently, the Cabinet Committee on Security has cleared a defense procurement worth rupees 92,000 crore aimed at boosting the combat capabilities of Indian armed forces. And the key defense procurements include advanced weapon system and platforms, investments in missile system, fighter jets, and maritime assets, and indigenous development of critical system to reduce dependency on foreign suppliers. Now let us talk about some recent approvals. So the very first is the upgrade of Sukhoi 30 MKI fleet. HAL in collaboration with DRDO has secured approval for major upgrade of Sukhoi fighter jet fleet, and this is a rupees 60,000 crore project which is aimed to enhance its capability by integrating new radars, mission control system, electronic warfare equipment, and advanced weapon system. Second is the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. India has acquired over 220 extended range BrahMos supersonic cruise missile which have a strike range of 450 km for deployment on the Indian Navy's frontline warship, and this acquisition worth approximately rupees 19,500 crore and is the largest contract ever for the BrahMos missile system. Third is the development of new engines for MiG-29. HAL has also received approval for the development of advanced engine for Indian Air Force fleet of MiG-29 aircraft, and this rupees 5,300 crore project will be executed in partnership with Russia and aims to upgrade the performance and operational capability of MiG-29 jets by enhancing engine efficiency, reliability, and the power. Then the next is the high power radar system by Larsen and Turbo (L&T). Larsen and Turbo has signed the rupees 5,700 crore contract to provide high power radar system for the Indian Air Force, and this modern radar system will feature active aperture phased array technology, offering superior surveillance capabilities, and will replace Indian Air Force aging long range radars. Then the next is the next generation naval vessels. So Ministry of Defense has signed contracts worth rupees 9100 crore with Indian shipyards for the Indian Navy. These contracts cover the acquisition of 11 next generation offshore patrol vessels and 6 next generation missile vessels, which will strengthen Indian Navy's maritime patrol and strike capabilities. Additionally, Indian Army will also receive the improved Akash weapon system and 12 Swathi plane weapon locating radar, enhancing its air defense and artillery targeting capability. Then the contracts with the Bharat Electronics Limited include rupees 5,998 crore, focusing on wide array of system across Army, Navy, and Air Force. And Indian Air Force will receive 90 electronic warfare suite units for medium lift helicopters. Then two Akash missile system squadrons will be provided, strengthening the Air Force missile defense network. And for the Indian Navy, Bharat Electronics Limited will supply software-defined radios, HD, VLF, HF receiver and surrung systems, enhancing Navy's communication and electronic system. And these acquisitions reflect India's commitment to strengthening its defense infrastructure through indigenous production. And finally, India has made significant strides towards becoming Atmanirbhar, that is self reliant in the defense sector, particularly in exports. And for the first time, India's defense exports have surpassed rupees 21,000 crore, marking a key milestone in the nation's journey towards defense self-sufficiency and global prominence as an arm export. And India exports defense equipment to around 85 countries across the globe, showcasing its growing reach in the international defense market. And these exports particularly include a wide range of defense products such as missiles, radars, surveillance system, helicopters, patrol vessels, artillery, and electronic system. And some of the notable countries that receive Indian defense exports include Italy, Maldives, Russia, Sri Lanka, United Arab Emirates, Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Poland, Egypt, Israel, Spain, and India's defense export has grown due to its strengthening of partnership with these nations. And the success of defense exports has been fueled by the initiatives under Atmanirbhar Bharat and the Make in India campaign. And India's rapid growth in the defense exports is not only a testament to the country's ability to build high quality defense system but also to its long term strategic vision of becoming a global hub for defense manufacturing. And this achievement aligns with India's broader goals of economic growth, technological advancement, and reduced dependency on foreign import. So this was all about today's video. I hope this video will be beneficial for you. I hope you learned something new from this video today. So until then, keep watching, keep preparing. Best of luck for your upcoming interview. Thank you.